Hello, everyone. Today, I will be talking about Jeffrey Epstein, his suicide in jail. How many of y'all have heard about the Jeffrey Epstein suicide? Okay, good. Well, today I'm going to let you know why he was killed, who killed him, and how they found a gun smuggled into a jail. My first point I want to talk about is Jeffrey Epstein. He was in jail because he was doing sex trafficking. He was a very wealthy man, but he still went to jail. There was a lockdown during the week, and during the lockdown they found Jeffrey Epstein hung himself. That's how he killed himself. He hung himself. The reason why he hung himself because he knew that he was facing charges against sex trafficking, and sex trafficking is a very bad thing. I don't know if y'all have heard about him. When the lockdown appeared for a whole week, someone went and told the federal investigation that Jeffrey Epstein had hung himself. The night that Jeffrey hung himself, there were two guards on duty. The two guards that was on duty to handle his case, the two guards that was on duty realized that Jeffrey had hung himself, but they realized at the end of their shift. The two guards were supposed to be doing security rounds. They never did their rounds. They falsified documents. So when you falsify documents, that means that the head people, the investigators, have to come in and look at everything that happened and how long this man been dead. So they had to do a big investigation. They had to do shakedowns and all that type of stuff while they was in jail at the prison. So as they did the shakedowns, they got an announcement tip that there was a gun on the property. So not only that they was investigating his suicide, they investigated why there was a gun on the property. So Jeffrey killed himself by suicide. He hung himself with his sheets. He tied them around his neck and he hung himself. My second point that I want to talk about is where was the jail. The jail was in Manhattan. This was also in New York where it happened at. It was at a facility. It's the Mental Parading Jail. My third thing that I want to talk about is how the jail knew about a gun being in a facility. Like I said earlier, there was a tip that let them know we have a jail on the premises, so we have a gun on the premises, so we have to find this gun. They shut down everybody that was in the jail trying to see where this gun was at. It wasn't where Jeffrey hung himself. They shook everything down in that barrack. It was near him though. He didn't kill himself with a gun, but he killed himself with sheets that he wrapped around his neck. He was so worried about not being able to get off on these sex trafficking charges, so he wanted to end his life. So as he ended his life, all this stuff started become one. The investigations. They did two investigations on the two guards that was on duty that night for falsifying documents, and they investigated why there was a gun on the premises and nobody knew about it and how the gun got in. There are many things of contraband that you can get into a prison, but a gun, with all the metal detectors, somebody wasn't doing their job. So they had to figure out what happened. How did this gun get in here? And it was luckily no one else committed suicide or murdered anyone with this gun. So, as my conclusion today, I just wanted to let you know and recap on everything that we talked about on today. We talked about Jeffrey Epstein. The three reasons why I want to talk about Jeffrey was how did he get in prison, and that was because He was doing sex trafficking. Sex trafficking is a really bad thing to do. My second point that I want to talk about was where the jail was at. The jail was at Manhattan Jail in New York. My third point that I made today that I wanted you all to know were how Jeffrey killed himself and he committed suicide with the sheets he tied around his neck. This concludes. I hope everybody got a lot of understanding on Jeffrey Osmond on today, why he was in jail, why he committed suicide, what made him commit suicide because he felt like he wasn't getting off on his sex trafficking, and thirdly, where the gun was found. They found it with inmates hidden in the top of the ceiling. Thank you.